Hello, JP Maxwell here, writer of all things connected with the US Civil War, American Civil War and Liverpool, and I'm here at the first residence of a certain James Dunwoody Bulloch. Bulloch was a Savannah Georgian, I hope I've said that right. So he was from Savannah in Georgia, trained under the US Navy as an officer, defected to the south. Very powerful southern or Savannah family. To indicate how powerful the family was, he was actually the uncle of the future President of the United States, Theodore Teddy Roosevelt. So why come here? Why come to Waterloo, this outcrop of Liverpool as it was back then? Just behind me is a lovely sort of little park, gardens, which was subsequently built. It wasn't there in the 1860s. Bulloch's house was there. Well, he came here because it was a place of huge influence. If anyone who's followed my vlogs before, you'll know that around the same time, up in Abercromby Square, they had the Confederate White House in Europe, which was built by Charles Kuhn Prelue, who was a cotton merchant, or cotton trader, and back then when you were dealing in cotton, you were dealing in slaves. It was very simple, and that was the crux of what was going on with the Civil War. Many say it was economic, but if it was economic, it ultimately had the slave trade involved with it too. So all these massive world-changing issues were happening right here, including issues that could have altered the course of American history. It's a huge what-if scenario, which I cover in my books, Water Street and the Americans of Abercromby Square. Bulloch appears in the second book, The Americans of Abercrombie Square, and it kind of covers his nefarious dealings, really. There are very strong links with the Confederacy and the Lincoln assassination, of course. What happened was the project, November 1864, there was a project to kidnap Abraham Lincoln, and money was channeled by the character that lived at this place, James Dunwoody Bulloch, from Abercrombie Square to Montreal, to a Colonel Grenfell, who was a British agent, and that money made its way to a certain John Wilkes Booth. So there were underhand things afoot. There were many within the corridors of power here, and particularly in London, in Whitehall, who thought that the US, America, was going to become too powerful in the region, and subsequently they were of course right. But after the Civil War ended and Lincoln was assassinated, it settled down, and this so-called special relationship appeared, which survives, endures to this day, and influences the world to this day. So this is 2 Marine Terrace. I'm not going to get any closer because I'm aware that people live there and they don't want to kind of interloper here, but that's where James Dunwoody Bulloch lived in 1862-63. At the time, he was here commissioning vessels for the Confederate Navy.